Hey there. Today we're going to be looking at division problems that are going to end up having zeros in the quotient or in the answer up here. And I'm going to use the same long division process to solve this problem. I'm just going to end up having zeros in my answer, and we'll see when we get to that step what that looks like. So I'm going to start this division problem as I normally would. I would divide 3 into 3, and 3 goes into 3 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. And when I subtract, I end up with nothing left over. So my next step would be to bring down my 2. And now I see that 3 divides 2. Well, it can't divide 2, really. If I only have 2 of something, I can't make even one group of 3. If I only have 2 cookies, I can't give 3 friends 1 cookie each. So I would really say that I can create 0 groups of 3. So I would put a 0 in my answer. And then I'm just going to continue dividing normally. 0 times 3 is 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. And then I would bring down my 7 and continue the division problem. 3 goes into 27 9 times. 9 times 3 is 27. And when I subtract, there's nothing left over, which means I have no remainder. So my answer is just 109. Again, that 0 is really important. If I left the 0 out, I would have gotten an answer of 19, which is obviously not correct. So we need to make sure that we are including our zeros in our answers. Let's take a look at another example. This problem, 1,324 divided by 6. 6 does not go into 1. It divides 1 0 times, so I can put a 0 in my answer as a placeholder. Then I would say 6 divides 13 2 times. 2 times 6 is 12. And when I subtract, 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And I would bring my 2 down. Now I'm dividing again. 6 goes into 12 2 times. 2 times 6 is 12. And when I subtract, there ends up being nothing left over. But I still have another digit I need to bring down, my 4. And now I'm dividing 4 by 6. And again, I can't make any groups of 6 with only 4. It's not enough. I would need at least 2 more in order to make one group of 6. So I don't just leave it off, and I don't just bring it up as my remainder. I have to say that 6 divides 4 0 times. I cannot make any groups of 6 with 4. And then I need to continue. 0 times 6 is 0. And 4 minus 0 is 4. So in this case, I would have a remainder of 4. But again, I need to make sure that that 0 is included in my answer. All right, let's look at one more example. 3,215 divided by 2. Again, I'm going to start with just my first digit. 2 divides 3 one time. 1 times 2 is 2. When I subtract 3 minus 2, I'm left with 1. I'm going to bring my 2 down next. 2 goes into 12 6 times. 6 times 2 is 12. When I subtract, there's nothing left over. So I bring down the 1. And now, once again, 1 is less than 2, so I can't make any groups of 2 from 1. I would say that 2 divides 1 0 times. 0 times 2 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. And then I'm going to finish the problem with my 15. 2 divides 15 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. And when I subtract, there's 1 left over, and that is my remainder. 1,607, remainder 1.